Hi everyone, it's Dr. G again, and today I want to talk to you about 5 abdominal exercises you should be doing. I'm going to cover the plank/side plank, farmer's carry, Palov press, mountain climbers, and the hollow rock position. Alright, so the first movement is going to be the good old-fashioned plank. I got Zach here to demonstrate for us, and let's have you go into a good position here. So what you want to make sure is have your elbows relatively under your shoulders, your head in a nice neutral position, so you don't want to be looking up and you don't want to be just hanging that head down, okay? Another thing, you want a nice straight line all the way through, keeping the glutes engaged, quads engaged, everything staying nice and tight, and of course, that nice abdominal contraction as well. Now Zach, if you can show us an example of a bad position. All right, so we get too much arching in that low back here, head's dropping down. Now how about in the opposite direction, kind of round out too much, right? Maybe a little bit too much flexion, a little bit too much of that posterior tilt there, but other than that, not too bad, okay? Good. All right, the second version of the plank is the side plank. So go ahead and come up into the side plank. And what I'm looking for here, again, that elbow stays right under the shoulder stays back, nice straight line throughout the torso. Now let's take a look at some bad or faulty positions. So here we're getting a little excess elevation there, so you can see that the line is not straight, and then dip down. Right, so he hasn't come up enough into that neutral spine position. And then the last one commonly seen is a forward kind of rotation there and not being able to maintain that nice straight line with the torso. All right, the next exercise is a farmer's carry or a suitcase carry, right? So you're gonna take a weight of any kind, whether it be a kettlebell, dumbbell, barbell, and your goal is gonna be to maintain a nice upright posture with your trunk, engage the core, and you're going to slowly start taking steps at a desired distance. Obviously, if you're doing it on one side, make sure to switch. And farmer's carry, typically you would be holding 2 weights at the same time, maintaining a nice upright posture, keeping the core engaged, and accruing distance. All right, so the next exercise is the press out, or also known as the Palov press. It's one of my favorite exercises. It can be done with cables or any type of elastic resistance band. All right, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab it with the outside hand first and bring the other hand through. Again, you're gonna try to maintain a nice upright posture, feet under your shoulders, shoulders back, belly tight, and you're gonna extend straight out from your belly button. Hold anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds, and then you're going to return to that starting position, okay? So what we're doing is we're resisting that lateral rotation, maintaining our torso nice and upright, and we're going to repeat to desired resistance and intensity. All right, fourth one, we got mountain climbers. So mountain climbers can be used as an aerobic exercise, but if done correctly, you can also use them as an abdominal strengthening and endurance exercise. So we're going to have Zach here demonstrate this for us again. So basically you want to hold a nice push-up position as your starting point, and from there you're going to go through the motion, trying to maintain a nice tight core, not too much motion, nice active shoulders, and going through as much range as he comfortably has without compromising the position of his low back. Good. And then, so some faulty positions or some non-favorable positions that are typically seen when this movement's used for a cardiovascular effect are, so keeping the hips and butt kind of up, sagging that head down through the shoulders, and just kind of toughing it out to keep it moving. But there's less activity through the trunk and the core to really stabilize and control motion. And the opposite direction would be letting the back sag too much and keeping the hips too close to the floor or the table. So too much curvature here, not much control, and as you can see, it kind of limits the motion as well, so it doesn't really look too good. Last movement or position that I want to talk to you guys about is the hollow position, the hollow rock position, and the dead bug or dying bug position. They are all kind of variations of each other, with the primary goal of maintaining a good, deep, solid abdominal recruitment at all layers, and maintaining that as you then go through certain movements and not getting that break in the spine, right? So once we engage, we're maintaining and moving around there without any break in that spine and excess lumbar and pelvic motion, okay? So first thing we're gonna look at is the dead bug position. So again, Zach's gonna demonstrate for us. Good, so you get a nice 90-degree angle here, arms are straight up, and he is actively kind of engaging and getting a little bit of that posterior tilt to recruit the abdominals, but not overly flexing to get excess flexion of that lumbar spine. And for the dead bug, he would just hold, maintain, and not lose that. Make sure that you're breathing at the same time. Common fault is people rely on their breath and holding their breath for that activation, but you want to make sure that you can talk, count, sing, whatever, while you're holding that nice contraction of your abdominals. All right, so from there, we're going to go into the dying bug, and Zach's going to add some motion, but again, as I said before, the key is going to be to maintain that trunk position throughout the spine there. So go ahead, Zach's going to lower an arm and a leg, and he's going to go back and forth. And here you can notice there isn't too much motion. He's not letting his abs relax and that position break. As you can see, he's starting to shake a little bit. So to me, that says that he's getting a nice solid contraction and he's working those muscles pretty hard. As you advance through the dead bug and the dying bug, we would go to the hollow rock position holds, okay? So it's an advanced form of the dead bug. So again, Zach's gonna go into that position, and again, same things apply. You're gonna lock in those abdominals, get a little bit of that posterior tilt going, maintain that contraction as you elevate and extend your arms and your legs at the same time, holding for time. So let's see how well he can do it. Good, so shoulders are gonna stay up, head stays in line, legs stay up, not too high, maybe a little lower there, maintaining a nice tight recruitment there, and you can see that shaking again, telling me that he's getting that nice contraction. Make sure to breathe and accrue as much time as you can tolerate without losing that position. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out either through email or any of my social media contacts. Make sure to follow, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.